They're the hub that NFL franchises revolve around. Some are miracle makers, others record breakers. These athletes stir the masses with courageous comebacks and unique athletic skills.
Come on, baby, give me them points. We want 6!
Each of the 6 divisions in pro football featured such a performer in 1981. Any one of this elite corps could earn the distinction of the U.S. Navy NFL Most Valuable Player. To win the MVP award, a player must have confidence and exceptional athletic talent. Tony Dorsett of the Dallas Cowboys is a runner who has equal amounts of both.
He's probably a guy, if you've never seen football, that you would like to go out and watch because he's a very exciting football player and he can keep you on the edge of your seat.
Come on, Tony! Come on, Tony!
In 1981, a seat to watch Tony Dorsett play was something that Dallas fans seldom sat in. This season, only one runner rushed for more than Dorsett's 1,646-yard total. Dallas has always featured a multiple offense with many skilled performers. But in 1981, a newfound dedication earned Dorsett a major role in the Cowboy offensive scheme.
I think the difference this year is he's in shape. He's running in top condition, so therefore I'm running him more because I think he can withstand the pressure more than he has in the past.
Tony Dorsett is now a team leader because of the fact that he's performing so well, and performers have always led this team.
For the first time in his 5-year career, Tony Dorsett was named as a Cowboy team captain. He was also the most valuable player in the NFC East, a division he helped Dallas capture in 1981. While Tony Dorsett has always been a respected NFL running back, Tampa Bay's Doug Williams has always been the Rodney Dangerfield of pro quarterbacks. Because of his low completion average, Williams' big play talents have always been overshadowed, something that has irritated Buccaneer head coach John McKay.
Relax, Dougie. You did a good job. There was nothing you could do. Nothing you could do. You was all right. Yeah.
Being a professional quarterback on any team is not easy. Of course, I've been a Williams fan all along. I've had to listen to a lot of nonsense.
No one ever questioned Williams' resourcefulness or the strength of his right arm.
I don't think there is a human being alive that can outrun Doug Williams' arm. You know, he has a powerful arm, and he'll make you pull a muscle or anything trying to catch up to it sometime.
In 1981, Williams showed what a strong arm, tempered by experience, can do. For the first time, his completion rate soared above 50% while maintaining his big play touch. Williams' newfound confidence infected the town and his team. And on the regular season finale, number 12 led the Buccaneers to the NFC Central Division title for the second time in 3 years. In 1981, Doug Williams enjoyed his finest season ever, earning the NFC Central's distinction as its most valuable player. From an untested talent on the rebuilding San Francisco 49ers to the most valuable player in Super Bowl 16. Not since Johnny Unitas has a quarterback stepped out of obscurity quite like Joe Montana did in 1981. No president, no astronaut, no rock star ever received as much newsstand exposure in the same week. A third-round draft choice out of Notre Dame, only one coach saw Montana as a man to build an offense around. Head coach Bill Walsh.
If we call ADX hook again, and they got bumping one on Dwight, we'll just have Dwight run a full-speed slant.
He's a proven competitor. I'm sure that Joe was a championship caliber performer in the 9th grade, and he always has been. Joe's quick on his feet and decisive. So his movement is extremely efficient. He can avoid the push of the pass rush, much more efficient than maybe anyone in the league. Joe has a sharp, quick arm that the ball carries completely to the receiver. In other words, receivers aren't forced to slow down while the ball loses speed and gets to them. That's very important.
Like all great quarterbacks, Montana has the ability to translate his intense desire to win to the rest of his teammates.
Well, as a leader, Joe's like a general on the field. He takes charge. He's the kind of guy that you like to have in the huddle because you know that he's studied his films that week and he's studied all his plays and he knows what's best for the team.
Okay, trips right tight, Z motion left, T78, X hook, on 2, ready?
A year earlier, in 1980, Montana led what was documented as the greatest comeback in modern NFL history. The 49ers overcame a 35-7 New Orleans halftime lead to win in overtime, 38-35.
He wasn't a great player at Notre Dame just by passing through town. His greatness shows up. It showed up there, and it showed up since he probably first put on a male supporter.
In 1981, Walsh traded away former starter Steve DeBerg, placing the 49ers' future squarely on the shoulders of Joe Montana.
Joe, he can run the bin pass. He'll break either fan or corner, and as soon as you see the angle he's breaking, then just drop the ball up there and Dwight will clear. That's it.
In his first full year as a starter, Montana was the NFC's top-ranked passer. His 63.7% completion rate was the NFL's best.
I attribute being the #1 passer to Bill Walsh's offense. I think the type of passing game that we have makes my reads and my throws easier. There's always, one guy deep or 2 guys deep, and if they're not there, it's immediate. You've got 2 short guys to throw to, and that's one of the reasons for the high completion rate.
But this guy will be playing outside. I don't know what's going to happen to him, but I do know that the changeup will give him trouble coming on the weak side.
Together with one of the league's youngest and most aggressive defensive units, the 49ers won the most games in the NFL, running away with the NFC Western Division. Montana drove his team through the playoffs and into a shootout with the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC Championship. trailing by a touchdown in the final minutes, Montana showed the stuff legends are made from, leading the 49ers 89 yards to the threshold of the NFC crown.
We're going to call a bin pass halfback fan or corner. He's going to break up and break into the corner. Okay. You got it? If you don't get what you want, you'll just simply throw the ball away. Okay. You know what I mean? Hold it. Not there, away it goes.
Everything hangs in the balance now. The season, the outcome of a Super Bowl berth hangs in the balance. He has the ball. Montana rolling out the right, looking toward the end zone, throwing under pressure, throws his pass, caught by Clark. Clark got a touchdown. Dwight Clark has it. It's a touchdown for the 49ers.
Joe Montana, most valuable player in the NFC West, and perhaps the entire NFL. It is the most prolific Air Force in NFL history.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Air Coryell and your pilot, Dan Fouts, welcome to San Diego, home of the AFC Western Division champion Chargers.
Designed by head coach Don Coryell, Charger power is propelled by number 14, Dan Fouts, who has set NFL records that read like mileage estimates to the nearest solar system. Fouts created new waves of excitement. At the controls of Air Coryell, 4,802 yards passing broke his previous NFL record.
Dan is just fierce competitor, as everyone knows. Anyone can watch him play knows that. One of the greatest things about Dan is extreme intelligence. He's very, very bright. Our offense is quite complex.
Okay, we'll go far right, 50, belly on blue, ready?
On each pass play, he'll tell everyone exactly what to do. Every receiver, every back tells the line they're blocking. And then he can read the defenses very, very well. He can get back and set and unload that ball in a hurry.
Well, what we try to do each week is cause as much confusion for the defense as possible. In other words, we're trying to cut down on tendencies and make the defense think before they react. The bottom line is that you win games and that you're exciting, and we've been that the last couple of years.
Riding the arm of Dan Fouts, the Chargers scored 30 points or more 11 times en route to their third straight AFC Western Division title, while his 33 touchdown passes were the NFL's best in 1981. During his first 5 years, quarterback Richard Todd never led the New York Jets to a winning season. But in 1981, Todd began making up for lost time.
Come on, Richard, take him in, baby, come on!
50 seconds remaining. Todd back to pass, rolls to the right. He is throwing deep for Lamb. He has it to the 50. 10
His 25 touchdown passes helped the Jets win a wild card playoff berth. But it was Richard Todd's courage and durability that won the hearts of America's toughest fans. New Yorkers especially enjoyed Todd's performance in the clutch. Playing on a twisted ankle and protecting a broken rib, a determined Richard Todd moved the Jets 77 yards in the final minutes to beat the Miami Dolphins.
Seconds remaining as Todd is back to pass. He's looking into the end zone. What a fitting way for this game to end. The Jets have done it.
As MVP in the AFC East, Richard Todd's courage and determination inspired the Jets to their finest season in over a decade. At the season start, the play of Cincinnati Bengal quarterback Kenny Anderson was anything but inspirational. Against Seattle in the 1981 opener, Anderson threw 2 interceptions and 10 incompletions. He was booed off the field, then benched. Compounding this embarrassment, third-string quarterback Turk Schonert came on to lead a Bengal comeback victory. Discouragement had taken its toll. Now at 32, Anderson contemplated retirement to pursue a law degree. After all, there were some great seasons behind him. Drafted out of tiny Augustana College in 1972, Anderson became a starter 1 year later. Under the guidance of then Bengal assistant Bill Walsh and legendary head coach Paul Brown, Anderson quickly developed into one of the game's greatest passers. A classic drop-back passer, Anderson's high-precision arm led the league in passing in 1975 and 76. He threw few interceptions and was exceptionally mobile when plays broke down. The general opinion was that if NFL computers were programmed to construct the ideal quarterback, they would print out Kenny Anderson. But while no one questioned his physical tools, many doubted his toughness. Injuries, especially in big games, raised questions about his character, and the Bengals began to lose as injuries cut back on Kenny's effectiveness and playing time. However, this painful past helped to forge a character that was remarkably strong to begin with. And in 1981, after the Seattle nightmare, Anderson received the vote of confidence he needed. Head coach Forrest Gregg convinced Kenny to give it one more try. The result? One of the most remarkable turnarounds for an individual and his team in NFL history. Anderson returned to his earlier form to become the NFL's top-ranked passer in 1981. Throughout his best campaign ever, Anderson remained as unflappable in the good times as he had throughout the bad.
The only difference between me this year and last year, I think, is that I'm healthy. And that really helps when you're going out there to play when you're playing healthy rather than injured. I think the second factor is I've got a lot of great people playing around me.
For the first time in his 11-year career, Kenny Anderson's team was as good as he was. Because of this, these young Bengals won the most games in the AFC. Anderson courageously drove the Bengals to their first AFC Central title in 8 seasons, and then into the first AFC championship in Bengal history. The wind chill registered 59 degrees below zero. Amid this Arctic turbulence, Air Coryell proved to be no match for Anderson's Airlines. Within his hour of greatest victory, there were harsh reminders of his past. But on this Sunday, Anderson conquered both Payne and the Chargers to win the AFC Championship for his Bengals.
People get disappointed when you don't do well, and you just have to handle it. If you want a real lesson in that, take a look at the big crowd behind me around Kenny Anderson. Talk about a man that handled the things when they were very difficult for him, and I hand it to him.
The selection of the first U.S. Navy NFL Most Valuable Player Award came from 6 stars who reflected pro football's modern offensive trends. However, 2 distinguished themselves to become co-MVPs. Cincinnati's Kenny Anderson and San Francisco's Joe Montana, quarterbacks who ultimately met to decide the world championship. In 1981, the U.S. Navy recognized both as the NFL's most valuable player.